Justice Omotosho is finally rejected and exposed today. Lovers of freedom, this is a big victory for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you have not heard, hear it today. Justice Omotosho is rejected. He is currently facing rejection everywhere, everywhere in the world. Nigeria, China, US, Germany, Italy, name them. I told you people that there is no country this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not really entered, and there is no country that is not standing in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is why if anything should happen to this guy, Nigeria don't close up. Nigeria don't close up. Make una hear wetin dey talk about this matter, because make e no be like say na me formulate this very story, because I know plenty people dey out there wey dey wait to know wetin this matter actually carry. I go dey drop this video for now. I want make una drop una ear, make una listen. Listen to this very strong rejection of Justice James Omotosho. Wetin he use in own hand cause for himself. We warn am, but he say no, na him own him go do. Oya now, it don't happen. Olugo na emume. Face the battle line. Make una watch am o. Make una watch am to the very end. Make una watch am.
For the shameless Justice James Omotosho.
Using the word shameless,
I'm clapping and giving him applause. Whether you call it sarcastic or whatsoever, I don't problem. He said that the judgment amounted to maximum punishment, which was death. But him, in his magnanimity, gave him life sentence. Now let us come back to the reality. Let me state categorically, frontally, that first, the judgment of yesterday by Justice James Omotosho first was a sentencing and life imprisonment of Igbo voice. It is a life imprisonment of Igbo conscience, and it is a life imprisonment of Igbo identity in Nigeria. I sat back to watch this, because you can't tell me that something is obtainable here and not obtainable here. That is why I use the word I use, which I know that a lot of people will say, why will you use that for honorable justice and all that and all that? First, why is Nnamdi Kanu accused of terrorism? And the bandits that are killing and still killing and kidnapping and collecting ransoms are not terrorists. I said something somewhere in one of the media that in 2015, when Muhammad Buhari came up as President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Fulani herdsmen were on rampage, and their intention was to overrun Southeast, South, and Southwest. And now, it was this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from his hideout that was giving signals. When these men will enter the bush, Nnamdi Kanu will say, no, they are here, and the community will guide themselves. They are here, just doing like what Elisha in the Bible did against the Syrian armies. Immediately, this Muhammad Buhari, a Fulani man, proscribed IPOB and ESL as terrorists. But not the Fulani Marodas, not the Fulani blood-sucking others. Operation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, operating in Biafra when he was free, that we had a Sunday Igboho who was operating in the Southwest. Remember that we had that. Where is Sunday Igboho today? Which court in Nigeria tried Sunday Igboho? Do you remember that we have a man called the president of Mieti Allah, who we also saw gathered his people and was giving them military training to fight against Nigeria? We all saw it. And the Nigerian government has not apprehended that man. He's still working freely on the soil of Nigeria. And everybody is shouting, Nnamdi Kanu did this, Nnamdi Kanu did that. And they're making it look as if in the Southeast there is higher level of crime than the northeast, than the north central, than the northwest. We are in the southeast. How many mosques have been burnt? How many churches have been burnt? How many times have a school been invaded and students started their way into the bush? That's the question everybody should ask. And this man, you call him a terrorist. And Justice James Omotosho is a respected boss. Let me just say this. Do you know that Inayabaribe said that this judgment was expected? Because it is like it has been predetermined. Sometime towards ending of last month and the early this month, we saw a post that Omotosho had been promised of certain gifts here and there. We saw a
don't make statements.
What I can still bring the post out. So if it is not right, let them go and arrest whoever made that post. And the two things that were stapled in that thing was either sentencing to life, to life imprisonment or death penalty. And finally, he has given the life imprisonment. I felt so bad when I had listened to some of Nigerian politicians of Igbo extraction saying that we are now waiting for political whatever to sort it out. Perhaps the president coming to declare amnesty. It is not proper. The man you have jailed stood for the punishment, persecution that is being meted against his people. Look at the way, even this same judgment is part of that punishment. Because until you punish the president of Mediala, until you punish Boko Haram, until you punish Iswa, until you punish bandits, and the rest of the criminal gangs that are operating in the north, if not, the judgment of Nnamdi Kanu is partial and one-sided. You can't tell me that Sunday Igboho is working out free. Mediala is working out free. Bandits are coming to the community to buy and sell. And the local government chairmen are gathering to negotiate with them. How many times has any human being gathered to negotiate with innocent? I'm not encouraging that. In as much as I stand against the criminalities that are being carried out in the southeast, Igbos have this sanctity for blood. We don't shed blood anyhow.
Alright.
In as much as I don't in any way agree with anybody carrying arms. Yes, if we are agitating for self-reliance, this thing, we can still do that on papers. We can do it on the news. We can do it elsewhere. I'm not carrying arms.
Alright.
I don't agree with anybody lifting arms against the state. But we have people who have lifted arms and nothing has been done to them, and we are bringing this. So I believe that Igbo conscience have been sentenced into life imprisonment.
Alright.
I believe that Igbo identity has been sentenced and Igbo voice have been sentenced. I expect those politicians, both in the Senate, in the House of Reps, the governors, the political office holders across, and the traditional leaders across Igbo land to rise up. In fact, not just southeast, south, to rise up to this and say, no, it is not good. This injustice method of Nnamdi Kanu is injustice method to us all.
All right, very well. Daniel, what is your take on the judgment on Nnamdi Kanu?
Whether to capital punishment, whether to pass a death sentence or judge has a right. There was this case of what's her name now? This actress. She's in this Yoruba category. She took drugs. She was arrested by NDLA, and after that arrest, she came before the judge, and the judge said that he just got back from Mecca and that he will be lenient on her. So what I'm trying to say is that a judge has some discretion on how to give certain judgment. Having said that, I think that Nnamdi Kanu is facing trial on his own and as the leader of IPOB. It is not all Igbos who are IPOB. Igbos are never on trial whatsoever. Now, why was basis of the nation is to say let the brush that go from the south should go to the west, should go to the north, should go to the east. Once you begin to have that, people have a right to their own bias. This thing started in 2015, 10 years after. This is where we are. And in all of this, Khan himself had showed some level force that he didn't trust. It was Binta Yako. She said he has lost trust in Binta Yako and all. And Binta Yako had to excuse herself. And Omotosho was brought on stage. He hired Kanu Agabi, son, Mike Ezekome, son, Ikpeazu, son, Etiaba, son, all as his legal team. And for me, where it now mattered most, you ask that you do not want their... And unfortunately, you started listing some very funny characters, like Governor of Lagos State as a witness. What has Governor of Lagos State got to do with what happened with IPOB? And people even have immunity that the court cannot even summon them. Okay, let's see what they will come to say. On that day, you requested to the judge that you do not want, you are dropping all of the witnesses that are part of again, you gave room for me, you gave room to the prosecuting team to go ahead because there was clearly no defense. If a case that you were given life imprisonment, there was some defense. Kanu Agabi entered into your team. In fact, his ability to want to take over was that you must first apologize to the judge, you must apologize to the prosecuting team. Look at what he displayed yesterday in court. And so for me, I think no ethnic thing is on trial.
All right, my people. Now waiting there happen be this. So yes, so now don't hear the opinion of the people. Nobody they happy at all in what has just been delivered as a judgment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You heard what everyone is saying. It is an unfair judgment. You see, while listening to this, I came in conclusion that Omotosho's own punishment will be more than kafarati, because he has just tampered with God's own heart, the heart of God. You know, you have just made rubbish of God's own creature, just because you made yourself a judge here on. You're a judge here on earth, but who is the judge? The final judge is the one in heaven. Even if you send Nnamdi Kanu to life, death or whatever, sentence him to death, what is going to happen in heaven? My people, now we say a lot of people don't know. God alone has the final say. You can do whatever you want to do, but what about heaven? Have you forgotten that there is heaven? Please help me share this video and let this evil be exposed, please, my dear listeners. Thank you.